It's also Bryce Flynn making yet another tackle as we just get done talking about it. That play gets the original line of scrimmage, and for the fifth time in as many possessions, the Eagles going to have to punt this ball away.
Their quarterback is limping. He's holding his hand. He's getting pretty abused back there. I can't wait to get rid of that ball.
I get it. There's the kick. It's a liner. Hits at the 25. Takes a Riverside bounce. It's going to bounce to the 10-9. Keegan just got out of the way of it, and it's going to be downed at the 8-yard line. 9:27 left in the third. Lake Dallas 28. Eagles 0. This is Lake Dallas Falcon football.
This is Steve Bain, General Manager, Huffines Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Louisville. Come see us as we celebrate 90 years of treating Texans right with Texas values. Whether you're in the market for that new Jeep Wrangler, Ram half-ton Lone Star, or maybe a Dodge Challenger, Huffines has it. Come see me and ask for the Falcon family discount. Go Falcons, and good luck in 2014.
Give left side, Courtney Holder trying to work outside, makes a number of people miss as he dances out across the 15-yard line out to the 17, picks up 9 yards on the carry.
That's more dancing than you normally see him do. He's normally north and south, but he's licking his chops right now because he feels like there's a soft spot, and he's trying to find it.
There are soft spots, and he will find them, as we witnessed on the first play. Degenhahn, big hole, quarterback keep right side, out across the 30, cuts it back across the left side. Now he's weaving his way down the middle of the field, goes back to the right side, and he's got clear sailing 40, 30. Nobody's going to get him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Falcons. Degenhahn with an 83-yard run on a quarterback keep. It was a little zone read, actually. He put it in Keegan's belly, pulled it out. Saw a huge hole. I mean, there was nobody around him.
Oh my goodness. Did you see Cody, Pierce, and Chase give each? No, that's my son, Travis. Cody and Travis, the big uglies down there, giving each other a little jump high five. I'm glad both of them stayed on their feet. That was fun to watch.
Wow. 8:42 left to go here in the second quarter, and the Falcons have just scored their 5th touchdown of the game. Nick Kragsman on to try this extra point. Headed toward that north end zone. Here's the kick by Nick, and again, Nick, for the 37th time this year, perfect on PATs.
That's a lot of PATs right there, buddy.
Yeah, Falcons 35, Riverside Eagles 0. You're listening to Lake Dallas Football on the Quarterback Club broadcast. Hey, Falcon fans, are you buying or selling a house in the Lake Cities or surrounding areas? Well, contact my realtor, Laird Lynn, Mr. Lake Cities at lakecitiesrealty.com. You can contact him at 214-704-3120 for all of your realty needs. Nick, have you noticed in this game, of course, it was a late start, supposed to get started at 7. We moved stadiums. Now we got started at 7:30, but in between these change of possessions and kickoffs, there is not hardly any time being taken. These teams are getting back out on the field very quick. I think both teams just want this thing to get over as quick as it can.
Yeah, and Riverside's trying to huddle up and run the clock down as much as possible. We still are not huddling.
Wow, that's a Falcon football. That was a pooch kick that lands at around the 22-yard line, takes a backwards bounce, and no Carter-Riverside Eagle went to get it. It lands into the hands of the Falcons. Can somebody help me with a number there?
I was too busy talking about what was going on before that.
Okay, Parker, our stat man, is saying it was Bryce Flynn. He thinks it was number 40. If that's not right, I know that I got people who text me from that side of the field, but definitely want to give the heads-up play to the right person.
Wow. Just a mental error on the side of Riverside. They definitely did not need that in this game right here.
I mean, what do you do? Dagan out, empty set, 4 receivers left side. Falcons, it's a wide receiver screen left side. Tristan Bowen gets some blocks. Inside the 15, 10, going to be run out of bounds at about the 9-yard line, and that play is good for 16 yards.
Wow. Just having their way, guys, and doing whatever they can, whenever. And I got to tell you, Dan, it's fun to watch and also a little bit sad to watch at the same time because you really want to compete. And right now, it's not even been, since the word jump, not even close.
First and 10 at the 11. Keegan lines up in the backfield. They give it to him. Keegan going to make a cut to the right side, back to the left, and then he's going to score pretty easily from 11 yards out. He might have get touched, but when he juked that kid at about the 5, but that was about it.
Oh, I agree.
My hand's getting tired. You know, I write these scores down, and I mean, so we scored 28 seconds ago, and now the Falcons are on the board again with their 6th touchdown of the night.
Is that a Falcons record? I wonder what the quickest they've ever scored in a game back-to-back has been. Probably quicker than
Can't
that.
be a whole lot between it. So Nick just seems like he was back out there. It's like Groundhog Day. Just keep running out and kicking extra points, you know. So, all righty, Falcon fans, 8:14 left to go. Lake Dallas 42, Carter 0. This is the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club Network.
Nick Frederickson here for North Star Bank of Texas, your local Lake Dallas friendly bank since 1973. North Star leads the way in community banking in both personal and business banking needs. Whether it's checking or savings, or buying or refinancing a new car or home, located conveniently on northbound I-35 in Lake Dallas, come in and visit any member of our team today and come experience what true hometown banking is all about.
All righty, so I was just asking Fab about the wireless mic, and he's wearing, how many hats is Fab wearing tonight, Nick?
You ever seen that In Living Color special with a guy, Jamon?
Man.
7 Job Mon. that's Fab right now, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm dating myself with my age a little bit.
So another pooch kick. This time they're going to call for they're not calling for a catch. He catches it to 25 and immediately gets hit by Bryce Flynn and company once again. They just go down there and just keep making plays.
Hey, Dan, something's really wrong here. I don't understand these stats. We have the ball for 4 minutes, 42 seconds. We got 60 points.
354 yards total
Parker, would you
offense.
quit making stats up over there?
Yeah, Riverside is drilling us on time of possession. 11 minutes to less than 5.
Wow.
I mean, this is just amazing. They punted the ball 5 times so far. Now they have it 1st and 10 at their own 25.
When will it stop being fun?
8. Yeah, you know what you were saying before. It's a little bit conflicting. Obviously, we'd love to see the Falcons win, but this is just kind of tough, I guess. Here's a wide receiver screen right side. It's caught. Takes it out to the 27, but again, Bryce Flynn in on the tackle with help from his buddy Tommy Villa. I see Garrett Hunt, number 72, in there at defensive tackle. That's 25. Benny Gonzalez in at linebacker. 58, Hayden Brackett still in at defensive tackle. Roman Albanese playing right outside linebacker. So coach is already starting to get plenty of his second teamers in there for a little bit of play. Bob Jackson still in at safety. Number 4, Timmy Gowan's in at right corner. Roundtree still in here at the left corner. 2nd down and 8 at the 27. It's time to give the number 1, Tristan Harrison. He is met in the backfield for another big loss. I mean, as soon as he gets the ball, it's Devontae Traylor and Jacob Biggerstaff just eating him up.
Yeah. Our second teamers having their way with them. My goodness.
And the good thing is our second teamers get to go up against some pretty good number 1s occasionally in practice. So that's certainly sharpening their skills. You know, we talked about it on the way over. The iron sharpens iron, man. You got to go up against the best and get yourself better.
Travis loves to go against Josiah.
I bet it's a workout. It's got to make it better. 3rd and 12 for the Eagles at their own 23. Luna incomplete. Left side, and holy cow, the ball hits the hands, and Albanese just comes up and lowers
I got to
the
tell you,
boom.
though, if Albanese just pulls his head up instead of trying to make that hit, he grabs that ball. That's a pick 6 right there he missed.
Wow.
That was a hit, though.
That's a nice one. You know, Roman Albanese, I talked to Coach in the interview about players who have impressed him, players who have come on, and he mentioned the play of Roman Albanese. Looks like we're going to have a timeout called on the field as the Eagles are in punt formation. It's called by the Eagles here with 6:44 left to go in the second. You're listening to Lake Dallas Football on the Quarterback Club broadcast.
Southern Comfort Mechanical, your hometown heating and air conditioning company. We specialize in air conditioning repair, AC preventative maintenance, furnace and heater repair. Locally owned family business operated by Lori Frazier, a former Falcon. Call today, 972-420-1700 to get the Falcon family discount. Southern Comfort Mechanical, where comfort is our middle name.
So we're back. We are at Clark Stadium in South Fort Worth. Falcons leading this one 42-0. 6:44 left to go in the second quarter. Falcons have had the ball 6 times. They've scored each time, big plays usually. First play of the game for the Falcons, 76-yard scoring strike. Dagan Hahn to Keegan Brewer, and right now in punt formation, the Eagles are punter standing at his 9-yard line. Timmy Gowan's deep to receive for the Falcons. Oh, boy, that's a nice kick. It's going to drive Tim back to the 35. He gets it. Moving to the right side or toward the Falcons sideline. He's going to be tackled at the 45-yard line, a 10-yard return for Timmy. And the Falcons will have it 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Keegan, typically the Falcons' punt returner, but Tim Gowan's getting a little bit of action. Hey, I was talking to Parker, our stat man, and we have some other things to talk about with Noah too, but Parker is on the Lake Dallas golf team, and he had a tournament at Oakmont Country Club this past Monday, and we learned that Parker shot a 76, and he really didn't seem to be very excited about it. So that just goes to show you what type of golfer Parker Webb is. Here's the give, right side. That's Aaron Berry, trying to take it around the left side. Gets tackled at the hash mark, and that was a nice defensive play by that linebacker for the Eagles. It's a short 1-yard gain for Berry. Berry, of course, had 5 carries, 75 yards last week in the Falcons' victory over Grapevine, and one of his runs was a 60-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that he just ran into the defender right there. Normally he runs around him and makes a miss, but ended up running right into him.
2nd down and 9. Brett Sasser in at quarterback. He drops back to pass, going to keep it himself. He goes up the middle for another short gain, and that might just be a back to the original line of scrimmage.
And I like this call, having Brett come in here at quarterback at this point. Keep Dagan rested. Don't let any silly injury happen in a game that you're already blowing them out in. I like that call.
I'm with you all the way.
I think it probably drives Dagan crazy because he's a player. He's a gamer. He wants to be in there.
Brett, design quarterback, keep left side. He's out across the 50, 45, and down to the Eagle 42-yard line. That is a Falcon 1st down, going to keep the sticks moving. Want to point out that on that far side, taking Brett's spot at wide receiver, that's number 82, Drake Kane. I gave my only roster for the Falcons to the public address announcer here at the stadium so he could at least call these Falcons by the right names. 1st down and 10 at the Eagle 42. Sasser dropping back to pass, flushed out of the pocket, rolling right, going to keep it. Inside the 40, still on his feet, 35, and going to be tackled at the right numbers around the 33-yard line, and that's an 8-yard run for Brett.
Well, he needs to, he's going that 2nd and 3rd effort. He's doing a great job of that, but that ball is hanging out there too far for me. I think someone's going to pop that out. We don't need to give them any life here.
Preach it, man. I'm telling you, those are the type of things. Hey, Coach wants to see that. Coach wants to see how's Brett going to handle the ball if he has to go in and play quarterback. Yeah. Take care of it, baby. Less than 5 minutes left to go in the 2nd quarter. Here's Berry, left side. Flag on the play, inside the 30, 25, and going to be tackled and run out of bounds at about the 23. So that would be good for a first, but let's see what we got. I
think Shagun's calling the penalty on himself. He's indicating holding. I think he's going, yeah, okay, I'll see me.
That's the call. It's a holding call called against the Falcons. And again, these are the type of things that, hey, let's you can handle those just as long as there aren't that many of them, but that's just something that happens during the course of play. It's the mental errors that are going to drive a coach nuts.
Yeah.
Pre-snap penalties or mental errors. But Shagun certainly doing a good job starting as a sophomore at left tackle for the Falcons. And overall, I think coaches have been very happy with the work of that sophomore.
Yeah, he's been happy with that entire O-line. That's been just an amazing part of the game this whole year. Shackerford.
2nd and 10 for the Falcons, and Sasser just gets the snap, immediately fires to Sasser. Left side is complete. Sasser takes it 11 yards down to the 30, and now
that's Shaq that caught the ball down there. Sasser threw it to Shaq.
Oh, I got you. So it's interesting. A wide receiver throwing to a wide receiver. Sasser this time, they set up the option play. Sasser's going to cut it up inside himself. Takes the ball down to the 22-yard line. That was a good read by Sasser. He saw the hole and took it.
I like our line right there. Of course I obviously do, but Brett staying, and Dagan does the same thing. When they stay in the middle, our line does such a good job of blocking downfield. Those little lanes just open up in the center for them.
Man in motion. From right to left, they're going to give it to number 8, Josh Rowe. He reverses field back to the right side. Going to cut it up inside the 10 and be tackled at the 8-yard line, very close to a Falcon 1st down.
Normally I don't like to see you running around in the back like a chicken with your head cut off, but this game is working.
No doubt. You're right. You can find those openings, but you don't want to get in that habit because you get too used to reversing field, and that's when in really competitive football games that pursuit will come and eat you alive.
Yeah, you can get injured real easy doing that too.
2nd down and 1. Sasser looking to throw. He's being forced out of the pocket and nearly throws a pick at the goal line. Wow, he tried to hit Shaq coming across the field, dragging, but that ball was incomplete.
Yeah, I think Shaq was thinking there was a penalty on that and a flag, and I just think he was covered real well right there, and a little bit of a dangerous ball thrown right there.
That was a very dangerous ball into traffic, and he almost paid the price for it. 3rd down and 1 for the Falcons at the Eagle 8-yard line. 2 receivers each side. Aaron Berry, the lone back. They're going to run Brett Sasser on a design quarterback keep left side. Somebody's got him by the tail, but Sasser going to take it inside the 4 down to the 2-yard line, and that's going to set up 1st and goal for Lake Dallas.
Tail.
You see the jersey, and somebody had that thing stretched out about 3 feet. It certainly looked like a tail to me. So, Nick, are you a golfer?
I know very little about golf.
Let me
starts at putt-putt, right?
Let me tell you, I don't fancy myself a real good golfer. I've played in the 70s twice in my life, but Parker shoots a 76, and he didn't seem to be too excited. I'm just impressed with that. Jet sweep, Josh Rowe, and Josh is going to find the end zone. He gets it moving to his right, cuts it up middle, and scores easily.
Here's what I do know about golf, Dan, is that if I ever go golfing, I know I'm supposed to call Parker.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, you know, hey, a guy like you might put together some scramble teams to help out the golf club or the quarterback club, and that's the guy you want on your team because he'll win the darn thing for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking next year we ought to do that, Dan.
I'm in. If Parker's on my team,
Let's
I'm
do
in.
that thing.
I'm in.
We'll dress him up like an old man. We won't tell anybody who he is. Big ringer. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Krigsman, again, right through the uprights. 2:35 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Lake Dallas 49, the Carter-Riverside Eagles 0. You're listening to Lake Dallas football on the Quarterback Club broadcast.
Do you have a sweet tooth, Falcon fans? Well, Sugar Queen Cupcakes is the place for you. A shop on Main Street in Lake Dallas, their delicious cupcakes are a great treat for birthday parties, corporate events, PTA meetings, school functions, and more. With anything from a red velvet cupcake with cream cheese frosting to a classic chocolate cupcake, the choice is yours. They can even create a unique display just for you. What are you waiting for? Stop by Sugar Queen Cupcakes, the official cupcake of Texas, today.
All right, Falcon fans, we're back down here at the Paul Galvin Field out here in Fort Worth, and your Falcons set to kick off. Nick the kick, getting ready to give another booming kick to their end zone. We are in the 2nd quarter, 49-0, 2 minutes and 35 seconds in the 2nd quarter to go. A little pooch kick to the right side. Calls for a fair catch. It'll be Fort Worth Carter-Riverside's ball at their own 25-yard line.
So, Nick, for the 3rd time in a row, for the 3rd week in a row, Falcons have put 49 on the board. The previous 2 games, that was the final score. Falcons have 49 points on the board, and there is 2:32 left to go in the 2nd quarter play. So that tells you everything you want to know about what's going on in tonight's game. I'll give you some statistics, though, as far as how many touchdowns everybody scored. I will point out that touchdown scored by Josh Rowe, that was his 1st of the year. He does average the most yards per catch by a Falcon receiver at roughly 25 per catch. Luna going to throw right side. It's Harris. Excuse me, that's Michael Gentry, caught at the 25. Falcons just come all around, gather all around him to make the tackle. No gain on the play.
They finally just shove him to the ground, 20 yards in the backfield. Not sure. I've never seen that before. That's an interesting play. Wish we could hear the whistle.
I know this.
Because surely they should have blew the whistle way before that happened.
We're working on it. 1 yard loss. It's 2nd and 11. Eagles have it at their own 26. It's time to give Tristan Harris. He makes a nice cut, eludes one tackler, takes it out across the 30. Tommy Vila, I think, eventually going to help make the stop. Jacob Bickerstaff might have tripped him up, but that's a nice run, about 7 yards on the play.
Best offensive set they've had this whole game so far. It brings up 3rd and short. They haven't had that probably in 2 weeks.
Good to see Benny Gonzalez in there at middle linebacker for the Falcons. Garrett Hunt left defensive end. Biggerstaff at the left defensive tackle. Mazzatelli still in there at right end, and I'm trying to get the number on that right defensive tackle. Is that Walter Pond in there?
I think you might be right.
78, I think.
78 is Walter Pond. Yes, sir.
If my number's right, buddy. This time to give to Harris, trying to go up the middle. Falcons again converging. Plenty of Falcons around him. And he's going to pick up the needed few yards for the first down. So Carter-Riverside with a little bit of life here. Getting a first down. There's just less than about a minute left to go here in the second quarter. Falcons leading 49-0. Trying to shoot text messages back. Patrick wants to know if he's needed, and I'll let him know that we are not going to use his work tonight, but we will show that Lake Dallas band at halftime of this game.
We will. I don't think Riverside brought their band. Well, they do have a band. Small band.
38 seconds. There's a high snap to Looney. Hauls it in, looking left, throwing left, and incomplete, intended for his receiver Gentry at the 50, and a late flag comes out from the
I was going to say, I felt like we had a little bit of hold on that. The receiver was trying to make some separation, and it looked like he was being held back just a little bit over there on that side. I can't see the number who's on that right side over there.
That's pretty good eyes, Nick, because that's exactly what the call is. It's a defensive holding call, goes against the Falcons. That's going to be an automatic first down for the Eagles. 32 seconds left to go. And if you look at the scoreboard and that great big video board, they're just imploring these fans to make some noise. I don't know how much they're going to get out of them, but we'll see. Harris in the backfield with Luna. Falcons with that four-man front, 3 linebackers, 4 defensive backs. Luna, heavy pressure, being flushed out of the pocket left side by Biggerstaff. Mazzatelli coming back to put pressure on him. He completes his pass to Harris behind the line of scrimmage. And, wow, that was a big collision. Garrett Hunt chased him down, and that is who is
Alex Papard,
the sophomore.
Little Pep's brother coming up and saying, I got my own little lick I'll throw in there too.
My gosh, that was a collision, wasn't it?
It was. I got to tell you, though, heads up and good play by the quarterback there to even find somebody open and make something happen on that play, because I thought he was dead in the water 3 times.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, Falcons putting plenty of pressure on him, but Luna able to keep the play alive, find his receiver. Unfortunately, goes for about a 5-yard loss.
Yeah.
We have 9 seconds left, and the Eagles call their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
I had a duck one time we were shooting at, and it would not die. It reminded me of that. We shot it 6 times, just kept going under, and you're like, I got him. And then all of a sudden, he pump his little head back up and keep going.
Speaking of hunting.
Oh, man.
So you had an incident this past weekend. You were out scoping out some deer. Tell us about this real quick, short version.
Short version was Saturday in the deer stand. Got a big buck. I knew he was there for an hour and a half that morning. Going to go get my buck and have a good time in the stand for an hour and a half. The stand collapsed on me, and I fell 10 feet backwards. And I'm on drugs right now, Dan. That's how bad it is. I hurt pretty bad.
Did we get a reporting from the Richter scale people on any type of activity there? I'm not sure.
That's me.
That was rough, wasn't it? All righty.
Remember
Riverside.
we used to be friends, Dan?
I know. Luna going to fire left side. He hits his receiver at midfield. He makes a move, avoids a tackler, but Ben Williamson going to run him out of bounds and jar the ball loose at the Falcon 40. That's the last play of the half. And Falcons lead this one big going into the locker room. I think, are they going to keep everybody here and say they're going to put 1 more second on? Really, guys? Yikes.
Wow. You gotta get it right, Dan. It doesn't matter.
I guess you're right. That play goes into Falcon territory at the 41-yard line. It's good for another Riverside first down.
There it goes, raising the roof down there. What did Lance tell us about that?
Raise the roof. Got to reset the clock.
Party.
Hey, you remember if the referee puts one hand up in the air, raises the roof with one hand, that's set the play clock.
Yeah.
2 hands, we're going to reset the game clock. So any people over in the stands, he's not raising the roof. He's actually giving a signal to the clock operator.
Yeah, we get educated from our friends all over the place, don't we?
Well, I don't know if they're going to reset the clock. It still shows 0.
You make them run a play nonetheless.
Are they trying a field goal? This is a 60-yard field goal try.
They are.
59-yarder, a left-footed kick. It lands at the 1.
And I like what we did right there. We had a chance to catch that because if he catches that. Remember that college game where it's a live ball? He could have ran that back if we catch that.
He could have returned it. It was Drake Kane back there playing safety.
Yeah.
But I'm amazed they line up and try a 59-yard field goal. Apparently they know something I don't know, but it didn't get anywhere close. But that was interesting. So anyway, Falcon fans, 14 minutes are shown on the board. Lake Dallas Falcon band going to take the field at halftime. We don't have the audio, but we'll show you the video best we can. And we're going to step away. We'll be back at the start of the third quarter.